A couple of weeks back, I bought the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 3-second setting spray. Let me fix the name of the product for you. It's a makeup fixer and not a setting spray. My sensitive seborrheic dermatitis skin developed a reaction to the formula. As you can see, there is a scaly rash on my forehead and a couple of very painful acne on my face as well. It blasts very fine mist over the makeup and it does hold the makeup in place, except I feel like it's too strong for sensitive skin. I saw some people compare the formula to a hairspray and oh my god, let me tell you, it does work like a hairspray. So if you happen to have sensitive skin or seborrheic dermatitis skin, do your skin a favor and skip this product. I also got my hands on the Infallible 24-hour tinted serum foundation that comes very close to the Perfect Match serum foundation that I already have. My shade in the Perfect Match serum foundation is 5 to 6 medium tan. This has got a neutral to slightly warm olive undertone, and in Infallible I settled for the same 5 to 6 medium tan, but this shade is darker compared to the Perfect Match foundation. Infallible has got golden olive undertone. The only difference between the Perfect Match Nude Serum Foundation and the Infallible is that the Perfect Match feature a formula that contain teeny tiny shimmery particles like these. The new Infallible Serum Foundation does not have any shimmers or any glitters. As for the consistency, both have this thin runny type formula that blends evenly with just fingers or any type of beauty tool. Perfect Match has a dewy radiant finish thanks to the shimmery particles in the formula, while Infallible gives quite a natural finish, neither too dewy nor matte. I definitely recommend Infallible foundation for people who just don't like wearing foundation in general, but especially during summers, but you still expect a formula that's breathable, lightweight and lightly cover discoloration. While I am concealing the uneven spots on my face with a high coverage concealer, I am deliberately avoiding the mouth area. This video is a proper Douyin transformation including aegyosal makeup and Douyin lip tutorial. For contouring, I'm aiming for that V-shaped jawline. Now if you don't know, I have a square face. So what I do is I take my contour pencil and line the entire jawline and connect the line to the side of my face. Now when I blend, the shadows make my chin appear pointy. A type of blush placement I've been seeing everywhere is this spread apart blush on the cheeks, the same blush color on the nose and the chin. First, I'm going in with the Nykaa Superlight Lip Cloud in Blushing Belini. It's a cool toned nude pink and it performs like a blotted blurring tint. First, I'm focusing the color on the center of my cheeks, blending and diffusing the color. It's my habit to set my face with a very light layer of loose powder before jumping into eye makeup. The weather is getting warmer and unbearable, so setting your face really helps to reduce foundation settling into the fine lines and the wrinkles. The color palette I want for this look is Lotus and pink floral inspired. A palette I just recently got is the Makeup Revolution Enchanted Icon palette. This has got 2 cream shadows, 4 matte shadows, 1 metallic shadow and 5 sparkly shimmers. First, I'm going in with the Lotus pink matte eyeshadow all over my eyelids using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. Next, I'm taking a Peri Blue sparkly shimmer and concentrating most of the shimmers only on the inner crease. As much as I love the Makeup Revolution Enchanted Icon palette, the shimmers when applied with brush definitely gives me terrible fallouts, which I absolutely hate, but formula wise it's 10 on 10. It blends seamlessly, the shimmers sparkle so beautifully, like look at it. So if you're interested in this palette, just make sure to use your fingers while applying the shimmers. For the rest of the eyelids, I'm applying this beautiful baby pink sparkly shimmer. Something about the blue pink color combo, especially the baby pink and peri blue color combo, works effortlessly on neutral skin tones. Aegyosal makeup for people who already have aegyosal. Use a softer shadow like pink, beige, light brown and sweep the color under the end of the under eye bag, and I'm sticking to the Lotus inspired color palette, picking the same muted pink, and I'm placing it on the outer edge of the aegyo sal. With a dark brown eyeshadow from the same palette and with this precision eyeliner brush from Mars Cosmetics, I drew a very straight winged eyeliner. Douyin eye makeup like these look very foxy and siren. Drawing a straight eyeliner will create that illusion of an elongated eye shape. Ever so slightly define the lower lash line using the same dark brown shadow and connect the line towards the eyeliner. Using any soft metallic shadow, I'm taking this metallic shadow from the same Enchanted icon palette and I'm adding that to the center of the aegyosal. I will completely avoid any harsh color on the inner part of the aegyosal because I have a lot of wrinkles and fine lines. So leaving the fine lines to stay as it is the best option for somebody like me. Another eyeshadow technique I've been getting a lot of compliments on is highlighting the inner corners of my eyes using the same baby pink sparkly shimmer. I'm sweeping the color down to the innermost corners. If you happen to have almond shaped eyes, this will very beautifully open up your eyes. It is exactly like adding highlight to the right places, and when the shimmers reflect, it's going to look very balanced and cohesive. The very last step to the eye makeup will be manga lashes and mascara. I have an in-depth tutorial on how to perfectly apply manga lashes for Indian almond eyes. You can check it out here. Usually I apply 4 clusters on my eyes, but today I will stick to 3 clusters. 11mm on the inner and the center of the lash line and 12mm on the outer end. A lot of people don't like individual lashes because if you take a closer look, you can spot empty spaces between the clusters, and for that all you have to do is literally draw teeny tiny strokes and lines to fill in the space. The whole point of a mascara here is to bind the real lashes to the falsies. If you don't want to use mascara, that's completely fine, but at the same time don't use a formula that's too volumizing or lengthening. I completely avoid volumizing waxy formula. When I'm wearing falsies, stick to a lash separating, very thin, liquidy, lightweight formula like the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This is how Chinese makeup would look on a South Indian girly with almond eyes. Let's go back to the blush. This type of blush placement is super popular in East Asia that Vogue China wrote an article on it. Basically, instead of contouring your nose with a contour pencil, use a blush, stacking the blush on the tip of the nose bridge and the corners of the nose and connect it to the eyeshadow. If in case the blush placement sort of looks patchy, diffuse the color using a loose powder. This will spread apart the pigment and make it look more flowy than rigid. I'm using the same blush on the chin area. So I finally cracked the code to achieving Douyin lips, but for our skin tone and our two-toned pigmented lips. This is going to be in multiple layers and of course using multiple products, but in a nutshell, these are all the products that you need. A creamy lip liner that's darker than your lip pigmentation, a matte lip tint, but choose a color that complements your skin. For my skin tone, I really like a rose lilac from Etude House Fixing Tint. A clear lip gloss, you can use a glittery one like this or a regular clear lip gloss. Start by lining your lips, but focus the color mainly on the center of the lips. Diffuse the lip liner so it covers the lip line area. Now use a concealer that's a perfect match to your skin and blend it and conceal the corners of the lips. What exactly are we trying to achieve here? Douyin lips look elongated, higher cupid's bow and fuller lips. So concealing the corners of the lips gives that illusion of elongated lips. Apply your matte lip tint but only on the inner part of the lips. Smudge the color but make sure not to drag the color all the way towards the lip line. I need you to go over the lips with another layer of what we just did, lip liner first. and blend the liner across the lips but leaving the corners of the lips empty. Another layer of lip tint on the inner flesh of the lips. Go over the lip line area with your concealer brush. This is how the original Douyin lips should look like, an empty space between the lip liner and the inner flesh, but I personally think it sort of looks unbalanced and the negative space doesn't really make sense for a melanin rich skin like mine. So what I like to do is take the leftover tint that's on the back of my hands with a lip brush and I add the lightest feathery layer of rose lilac on that empty space. In my opinion, this one looks more cohesive. You can leave it like this, but I like to finish it off with a juicy layer of lip gloss. While applying clear lip gloss, do not smack or rub your lips. That will ruin the entire finish. I'm placing the lip gloss mainly on the centers first and with my finger gently spreading it across the outer end. I don't care for the outer end of the lips. The center of the lips need to look as reflective, juicy and glossy as possible.